Hello everyone, and this is SeReNiiTYzZ here, back with an awesome and truly special game of Fortnite Battle Royale. Now the title, guys, Valor-eNiiTYzZ, the Queen of Tilted. I am playing as the Valor Skin, and this is the first time I've won as playing as Valor. And she is a complete babe. Might be more of a chick than Zoe now. As you can see, Zoe right here, we're doing some comparisons. But Valor-eNiiTYzZ decided to play some solos on this night of games. Was going to ask my sensei Matt to play, but he had other things to attend to, so I've jumped into solo and thought, thinking of Matt, I was like, I'm going to go Tilted Towers, and a truly special game, and I just cannot wait to get into this one. Had no idea of the craziness that I was about to embark on, and I have to say this could be, if not the best, one of the best, definitely one of the best games on my channel thus far, but just such an incredible game, and I'm really looking forward to commentating it. It all starts from the very off, with excitement, thrill, romance. We've got the hearts to signify that coming down with the wings of Valor, but Valor-eNiiTYzZ, here she is, the Queen of Tilted, is definitely a queen, as you're going to see the ridiculous plays that she puts up in this gameplay, guys. I hope you enjoy it, but to start things off, I was like, I need a different building to go to Tilted Towers. I'm going to go to the castle building because, it looks like fun over here, and grab a sniper rifle to start proceedings, and other people have landed here. It's a carbide, and he's found a blue tactical. I'll tell you now, guys, but check this out. See you, mate. Return to the lobby and give me your shot in. Thanks for letting me complete the sniper rifle eliminations challenge. Dude, what a shot. Valor-eNiiTYzZ showing that she belongs at this place. She belongs at Tilted, and I popped my cap when I hit that shot because I'm not the best sniper in this game, and I could have easily had a return to the lobby moment and managed to kill the guy who had a blue tactical right next to me with a perfect crisp headshot. I knew at that point, dude, have to win this game now, have to really try to win this game. That was such a sick start, and at this point here, guys, immediately going for the materials because I had none there to get around that guy. And here he is trying to equip shields. See him, mate, you're not going to hide from me, and I'm going to get the kill there. So nice play. And at this point here, just couldn't believe that start and had to start the 5-minute recording very straight off and then into 10 minutes. So a little transition as I was doing that. But what a start, and what a start to this game. And there's a lot more excitement yet to come. But at this point I can hear many players around my building, and I'm just being careful here to not be so obvious as to where I am, because sound is very important in Tilted Towers, and it's easy to sort of give away your position to people coming up to you or around the vicinity when you fire shots and move and stuff. And at this point here, I determined that they took their battle to this little section underneath, so I knew this guy would be weak because he was in a fight with another player, and there is a hell lot of loot, which is always attractive at Tilted Towers for other players to come and have a look. So at this point I just grab everything that I think I'm going to need, and as I start to do this and equip the shields, I realise I've created a lot of attention there, and I've got the nutcracker after me, hits a brilliant shot, and there's another player further beyond who actually takes him out with a exploding device. So at this moment I'm like, cheers mate, thanks for the help, I'm off. That's a really nice play, really nice third kill onto the teddy bear, just to get away from that one, and really good place to react to grabbing the loot that we needed. And oh my god, I can't even keep up with this one. It's such a such a great start to the game, and I was so happy to win this one today, guys. First win that I've had playing as Valor-eNiiTYzZ, the Queen of Tilted, the true babe. And I'm sure my master sensei Matt is quite impressed at this moment in time. It's only going to get better, guys. That's all I can say about this game. It was a really good, solid game, this one. And at this point here, recuperated my little corner, and at this moment just playing like a bit of a sheep. I'm not going to deny, because I'm a little bit worried about where this guy is. He's somewhere in my building, and I can hear him opening a lot of doors. Obviously at this point I'm trying to use the sound as best as I can, but it's a bit hard from here to determine where he actually is. And at this point I've got a few choices. I can either open the door and try and roam around my new house, but that's a bit risky, and also as well smashing up the top, it might give him it might give him an indication of where I am if I do that, like above, and then he's got an easy free pass to shoot me. So at this point here, I'm just taking much caution to wait, and I decide based on the sound that I can hear that the guy's a bit further away, so I decide to smash for the floor because I'm like, you know, I can't stay here all my life. You know, Valor-eNiiTYzZ needs to roam. She needs to spread her wings. You know, she just hits, like, you know, snipes some guys that pick up blue tacticals at the beginning. She don't care. You know, that's what she does. You know, she's not got time to hang around. You know, so at this moment, move closer to this door to get a better indication of where this guy might be. And start to hear him coming closer to the door, so I get my blue tactical out ready, and see him, mate, tries to come in here, and what a kill. He has Roquitos, he had the RPGs. That was a very, very big kill. And I bet you I made him jump, or Valor-eNiiTYzZ made him jump when he came around that corner. I bet you couldn't believe it. It's like, whoa, jeez. And pretty much probably would have wet himself there with fear. But yeah, that's a really nice play to get the rockets off him. That could have been quite dangerous if I hadn't. So some huge plays from Valor-eNiiTYzZ at Tilted Towers right now, and I couldn't quite believe how well I was doing at Tilted. This is definitely one of my best starts I've ever had here, and you know, I've said before, I'm not a great fan of the place, but I did so well to start off this game. And again, as you can hear, it's getting very busy again because of fights. Other players are alerted to it, and there's a guy underneath me that's trying to sort of destroy my floor, so I'm keeping eyes on that and just not making much noise as well now, because I think he's probably figured out that there could be someone above him, so he's playing it a bit cautiously. As you can see here, just really chilling and seeing what he does in reaction to that thing being above him. And at this point here, you can see he starts to destroy it and replaces it with his own wall. I didn't think he would replace it with his own wall straight away. That's why I fired the rocket, but obviously he now knows that there's a player above him. So at this point here, I try to get some eyes on him. That's now his you know, little flat piece. So I have to be a bit careful with that, because obviously he can edit that and now I can't edit it. So at this point here, I'm not in the driving seat in terms of that, so I'm also looking at the storm counter is starting to come in now, and most of Tilted will not be in. And to be honest with you, I've got good weapons to the point where I just want to escape. And I think Valor-eNiiTYzZ, she's enjoyed, you know, being on her throne, but she just wants to roam the world now and, you know, see what life is like beyond her castle walls. You know, but at this point you can see it was pretty hectic up there. People were trying to get in left, right, and centre. I just fire a lucky rocket in the hopes it might kill that guy, but it doesn't. So at this point here, move away. Valor-eNiiTYzZ wants to explore the world, and she's already found a strange straggler outside her castle, a little peasant underneath her here, so just trying to find where the peasant is. It's a no skin who tries to be clever with building, but I'm sorry, mate, you're going to have to return to the lobby, and do not come near me again, you know, outside the Royal Palace on the Royal Walk. I will not allow it. And now a lovely lake view. You know, I can see this lake view from the castle. You know, that's what raises the price of the castle in Tilted. You know, it's got a great view, and there's also, you know, great creatures around like llamas, and you know, the wildlife is very prosperous around here. And at this point here, I'm so happy that I found a llama a little bit jammy. I know they're not as good as they once were, you know, not as healthy as they once were, you know, since they're, you know, they're endangered species, but, you know, really happy to find one, to be honest, because I needed materials. And at this point here, guys, just use the med kit and start up another recording, and take the chug with me. So that's really brilliant. Now I have you know, pretty good weapons besides the white AR, but, you know, blue tactical, rockets, hunting rifle. I'm happy with all this stuff at the moment. And, you know, some great play to have all this in my possession. And, you know, I'm just so excited about what this game has to bring, because there's a lot of players left, and I have 5 kills as well, which is a very, very good start for half of the game. You know, possibly on course here for a double digit, but we'll see how the final zones go. But, you know, a lot of potential for this to be a very, very good game, which it already is, considering the start. But, yeah, just couldn't believe it. And, you know, very happy to walk out of Tilted feeling like I won the place, which I really think I did. You know, some really big clutches there, some really exciting battles, and awesome to survive. Could have easily returned to the lobby on many occasions, but you know, I did not, and carry on for my sensei. But at this point here, Valor-eNiiTYzZ, the queen, makes her way through the trees, and you know, past Dusty Devo, beyond Loot Lake, and looking for other people to find now. You know, looking for other meaning to life. You know, beyond the castle walls. You know, what else is out here, and at this point here, guys, just gathering some wood as I go, because roughly like 250 of each material, so just, you know, sort of getting a bit more out of the you know, what the llama gave me. And at this point here, just looking across and always trying to keep out for noise and stuff. At this point here, can see a lot of fighting in the new area, and decide I'm going to try and take a snipe at this guy. I think this this shot that I just took there would have hit him if I'd raised up my aimer a little bit to allow for some bullet drop over that distance. I think that might have hit that guy, so it wasn't a bad attempt to try and hit him in that way, but unfortunately for me it didn't quite come off. At this point here, No Skin, what are you doing outside here, man? What are you doing? At this point here, just a random No Skin just appears who really had nothing, and that's an easy free kill for me. Thanks, dude, for adding one to my kill count. And yeah, just, you know, so happy to get that. And at this point here, just still moving forward, but would like to get rid of this white AR. We'll see what battles are going to come up for Valor-eNiiTYzZ as she makes her way here, but you need to really get a better assault rifle now for the late game. Definitely can jump someone with this, and you know, feel like you know, I can definitely get that going and get some better stuff, but also need some more materials as we go, because didn't really have the time, or you know, even the thought to get materials at Tilted with all the craziness that happened there at the start of the game. That's yeah, just really trying to focus on the material side, and also hopefully get a better assault rifle. So the storm's starting to come in here, guys, and yeah, just at this point being careful to survey the surroundings. I don't want to build up too early here. I just want to sort of look as people come in, monitor you know, how many players are around, try and get an idea of player positions at this point in the game, because it's getting close to the finale. And just really check in, you know, methodically here to see any players that might be around. So after carefully checking, I can't see anyone running in from the storm, so it would appear that there's no one around here, but the only thing I think at this time is I can see a lot of structures around me, so the threat of the enemy may not be quite gone yet. And at this point here, see some loot over down there, not sure what's been going on, and then start to hear a John Wick comrade chopping down the tree, and Valor-eNiiTYzZ, the queen, she gets her shots on, gets the Roquitos out to add the pressure, does a bit of a misfit with the juggle there, and this John Wick gets a lot of damage, so Valor-eNiiTYzZ getting a little bit sweaty for a minute, starting to think she could be ejected from the game, but it's okay. I can now use the chug and get my health back, and do this peacefully, or so Valor-eNiiTYzZ thought. As shots come into the wall, Valor-eNiiTYzZ going to have to build, but still hasn't got that chug on, so needs to heal, low health right now, and it's an elite agent with a shot. He tries to use the chug again, but can't do it, has to get the build map back out, and at this point Valor-eNiiTYzZ getting ever so scared. You know, no one on SeReNiiTYzZ is going to see all the godliness that she did at Tilted, and has to fight to keep this alive, to keep this real, and tries to chug again, but it's 14 seconds. Will Valor-eNiiTYzZ have the time? And it seems like the elite agent has lost her. Valor-eNiiTYzZ sweating, things coming down her face, just dribbling. The wall comes down, and the chug is not quite there, but it's got on, and Valor-eNiiTYzZ gets the blue tactical out and takes out the elite agent. Oh my god, guys, you wanted excitement. I think I provided it for you there. Holy cow, I cannot believe I survived. And after that one, I was like, well, that has to be one of the most exciting things I've ever done in Fortnite Battle Royale. Can't believe I got the chug off, and I honestly thought to myself, it's do or die now. If I don't do this, I'm dead. That was what it was like at the start of the game with the snipe. But, you know, I knew that guy, if I didn't hit that shot, I'd be dead. So, you know, that's what I do. Just under the pressure, you know, just deliver. And that was quite ridiculous, guys. Even I was going to enjoy, you know, I knew that was coming, and really enjoyed commentating that. I can't believe that we had that incredible start tilted plus that chug, getting that off in time. I mean, that was so unlucky for someone else to be there after my sloppy battle, and you know, I could have paid the price, but luckily Valor-eNiiTYzZ, Queen of Tilted, she's reigned peacefully now for many a year, and you know, she wasn't going to go down like that. You know, come on, you know, after all the hard players we fought at Tilted, you know, I'm not going to go down like easily to that guy, but yeah, really quality to be able to get that off, and you know, had no choice really. That was the only you know, it was either chug or nada in that situation, and Valor-eNiiTYzZ moves on. She moves on and still sits on her throne proudly and looking to establish a new kingdom halfway between Tomato Town and Wailing Woods. But before she can do that, she has to farm some material, and 8 kills now as well, guys. You know, really nice kill count. But yeah, needs to get more materials for this final section of the game, and you know, really haven't had the time for materials at all in this game. It's just been about killing, and but yeah, it would have been nice if I could have gotten more materials throughout it. Unfortunately, the players that I killed didn't really have a lot of materials to give me, so that was the only thing that I was missing, and I, you know, was pretty much topping up on the materials I was able to extract from the llama, because you know, the endangered species from earlier. But you know, nice for me to now get some more wood. It's going to be essential, to be honest, for this final section of the game. Like I say, I've got all the weapons I need now. Really solid stuff, and one of those players that I just, you know, in the hilarity that we just experienced there, actually had 2 big shield potions, so that's a big plus, and obviously I can get stuck in with more fights. And it was nice for me as well here to have this peaceful transition into the woods here as well, because it enabled me to sort of farm in peace. I mean, that was quite fortunate, because had I come in from the other side of the zone, it would be a little bit more difficult for me. And you know, it's a lot of players left. It's I think I can see it's like 6 or 5 players on the preview screen. There's a couple of crates in play, so 5 players now. So you know, it's a lot of players left for the last couple of areas. And at this point here, just being careful as I go for this crate. I sometimes like to pop, you know, like pop crates as well if I think it's going to be a threat to me if they stay up, because it's like a beacon to a sort of area, and if someone sees a crate from, you know, they're very easy to spot from far away. They're just going to come over there, so I think, you know, it's always best to pop them if you can, if they're nearby you, to get it out of the way, and you may get a really good weapon out of it. In my case there, I got a really nice gold heavy shotty, and leave the tactical there instead. But maybe to improve that, player would you know, put unless the weaponry is rubbish, but you know, put a little trap base around it to sort of secure it, so if any other player tries to go for it, you know, they're going to have a hard time trying to get it out of the little box or something. But just something to sort of look at, you know, next time. But luckily no one really comes over here anyway for me. At this point here, I'm just scouting the perimeter, because I didn't really want to fort up just yet, because I haven't got, you know, a band load of materials, so I just wanted to really play for as much time as possible. And I was trying to also see where the players are coming in from here, because the sort of north side of the zone, the sort of direction I'm facing now, there's a lot more hill structures there, and it's a lot more you know, sort of fortified in that area. So from the woods, I'm trying to sort of get a view onto that. You know, and still a lot of players left, 4 players, so you know, 3 others, and I think I've established where at least 2 of them are now, as I see the twin towers right there in front of me, one of metal and one of wood to the side. And just taking care as I do this to build a little wood base to be able to get some rockets onto this guy, getting them onto the lower parts of the base. Obviously with the nerf on rocket ammo now, I have to be a bit selective with how I use these rockets, and it's not going to be enough to destroy either base, but it's just nice, I think, at this point. I don't want to do too much work for the other players, because you can get sniped by doing this, trying to rocket from long range. You have to be a little bit careful of that. But I just wanted their bases to come down a little bit, because should the zone go completely to them, I'm going to have a hard time winning the Royale if I don't try and work early on their base. And that's why when they do build a large tower, it is a mistake, because when that is destroyed, the full damage will be immense, because they've gone up like 4 tiers there. So, you know, have to make some progress early on it. And what if my lack of materials? I spent about 200 making this little wood base. I just want to use this as a sort of monitoring, observing point now, as I make my final way into the final you know, couple of circles as well. So, you know, I have to be careful and clinical with the way I play this next section of the game, and just using this as more of a lookout at the moment, a lookout post as I go to the next area. But I know the woods are pretty secure, because I've been there the whole entire time. So, you know, I've surveyed my surroundings and know there's no one in the woods. but there are, 3 other players ahead of me, so I have to be cautious of that. And should one of them try to get round the wooded side, I've got to be prepared for that as well. So a lot going on here. And I think the most important thing about solo finals as well is that you survey your enemy well, and try and get the bearings of all the other players in the game as the best you can do. And still with 3 other players left to kill, so there's still hope of a double digit. I have to see whether I achieve it or not, but definitely some a lot of potential here to for it to be dangerous. And as you can see, that it appears that 2 of the players have gone into a fight. One of the towers has had a few buildings around it. At this point I decided to build here because it's just about in the zone, and just taking care as I build this, because obviously I have to be careful what's ahead of me. And these trees are going to be a bit of a bother, and so is that guy ahead of me. It starts to shoot, but I have to get rid of these trees pronto because they're blocking my vision. And at this point it would be really easy for one of the players to come round and get a few vantage shots on me. But luckily for me, I think 2 of them are in a fight, so that's kind of fortunate that they were distracted for a minute. Just this guy on the right went to work on his base early. As you can see, he drops out of it there, but his base is on like 1 wall. If I could destroy that, he would be out in the open, so it's quite good for that guy in front. And he hasn't forgot about me. He was the one that was shooting me a moment ago with my brick. And at this point, just fortify my brick a little bit more, just in case of anyone coming to flank me. And I'm happy I cut that tree down on the right, because now I've got better visibility. And decide to make this a bit more of a fortified tower, this right side of my brick base, because I'm not going to stay here. The zone's moving again, so just getting ready to maybe edit that out and go underneath to get away. But at this point, trying to keep the eyes on all the players, just checking my flank here, because I saw that he went into the storm a bit when he dropped out of his base on the right here. Then these other 2 are fighting at the bottom of this base. One of them's healing inside. This guy, the other one's trying to get to him to kill him. And at this point here, really like the intention to take the hunting rifle shot, but I dilly-dallied a bit and should have just fired the shot in the hopes of getting it, but I didn't want to do too much work for the other players. One of them ends up winning, it's the guy outside, and the other one nearly tries to snipe me, who was on the right. But now there's 2 of them left, the guy that won the fight on the left and the guy on the right who tried to snipe me. So at this point I'm editing out early, because I know that we have to move into the zone, and just being careful here, because obviously, I could have got shot as I was making my way down, because there's a little gap there. And the grenade launcher from one of the players starts to come in, and luckily for me, this really worked out for me. The player who wasn't grenade launching me decided to launch pad over to this guy on the left who had it, and they end up engaging in a massive fight, and they're the last 2 left, so I have to kill them both if I want to get a double digit. Whether I can achieve that now, no I can't, because one of them killed the other. But there you go, it paves the way for easy Valor-eNiiTYzZ to claim her throne once again, in a new kingdom, in a new light, in a new skin. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this. It was a really fantastic game. I really enjoyed playing this one. I was sort of, going Tilted Towers, dedicating to my master sensei SeReNiiTYzZ, and I think I did him proud this game. Starting from Tilted in a nearly a double digit game, but I think this, for me, this was just as special as my Zoe double digit gameplay in solo, because I think this gameplay has some truly remarkable moments I'm going to remember a long time in Fortnite Battle Royale, and I think this could be up there as one of potentially my best game, alongside my John Wick SeReNiiTYzZ 11 kill thriller in duos, playing on my own more or less. But yeah, really enjoyed this one today, guys. Valor-eNiiTYzZ, Queen of Tilted. I hope you all appreciated her. This was SeReNiiTYzZ, guys, in another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay. Really hope you enjoyed. Looking forward to reading the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching.